Hello, my name is Michael Williams, and in this video, I want to share with you two very important criteria that you're probably going to want to use when you're selecting online stuttering therapy or an online stuttering program. First of all, just to give you just a really brief background, I used to stutter from the time I was very young. I kind of remember back in first or second grade, all the way up until I was in my mid to late 20s, I would say, mid to late 20s. So, good 20 some years. So I understand what it's like to stutter. And someone says, well, you don't really sound like you stuttered. You couldn't have stuttered. I even had someone tell me that I needed to send them a video of myself stuttering, 20 years ago, back before I even had a video camera. So yes, I did stutter, and sometimes I still do get stuck. And I tell people that because no one's speech is perfect. Even people who've never stuttered, their speech is not perfect. They have disfluencies, just like I have disfluencies. So the goal is not to get to be completely stutter-free, because everyone stutters, everyone gets stuck, everyone stumbles over their words. The goal is to get to the place where you no longer see yourself as a person who stutters, where you can say whatever you want to say, where your speech becomes an asset, where you feel free to be and do the things that you want to do without feeling limited by your speech. So there are a couple of criteria that you're going to want to look at when you're choosing someone to work with you. When you're about to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars, you want to make sure that you look at these two criteria. Here they are. Number one, you want to make sure, in fact, I might even give you three, you want to make sure that the person who's serving you has a deep understanding of what it's like to stutter. Now, this doesn't mean that every person you work with has to have had the experience of stuttering. However, I will tell you that many of my clients, probably all of my clients, work with me because of the fact that I did stutter. Right? So they know that I know what they're talking about. I know what they're thinking. I know the things to look for in their eyes. I know the behaviors to look for, the things to look for around their mouth area, what they might do with their hands or not do, where they're looking, little pauses, and how they're thinking, the psychology of stuttering in speech. I know this from the inside. I have experienced it. So therefore, I'm able to assist them better, not just because I've experienced it, but because I've experienced it, I've gone through it, I've created something and gone back, and I'm now helping other people go through it. Okay, so because of those things, they can trust that I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So you want to try your best to find someone who has struggled with it and gone through it themselves. There are some people who work with people who stutter. I had a client who told me that, I don't know if it was a he or she, that they worked with someone who stuttered, who still stuttered, but was helping them, supposedly helping them to get through it. And they said it wasn't very helpful. So you want to find someone who has struggled with it and come through it. Not someone whose speech is absolutely 100% perfect, right? But someone who's gone through. The second thing, you want to find someone that's created a proven system, that has a proven system. And a major part of this proven system is a proven daily routine, right? Proven daily routine. It's your daily routine that is the most important thing. What do I mean when I say daily routine? The information is out there, friends, right? You can go online and find books and programs, many for free, and tips. And the tips are absolutely, and some of them anyway, absolutely incredible, right? You'll find gems, golden gems and nuggets of truth in the stuff that's on the web. It's already out there. You might have to search for it and pull it together to turn it into a system. But all the information is essentially out there for you to get for free. So then you say, well, then why do people sell it? Why do they package it up? Why do they sell it? What do we need coaches for? Why I need to buy anything? Well, you don't. You can go out there, find it for free. Here's what you might want, though. You might want a system, something that says, step one, do this, then do this, then do this, and then can keep doing this each and every day. So what I've created in the Pro 90 Speech system is a daily routine based on research, based on experience and based on feedback from my clients. So it's a progressive system. My clients say, boom, this is what's working for us. And so every client I'm working with, boom, all this stuff works for them. So we streamline it, we package it, we make sure the research is there, right? The science is there, the psychology, the physiology is there, and becomes a part of the program. So it's progressive. It doesn't just stay exactly the same. Foundation stays the same, but we tweak it to make it better. So what does that mean for you? It means you want to make sure that when you're selecting someone, it doesn't have to be me, it could be anyone. You want to make sure that they have a system for you that includes a daily routine that you practice every day. Why is this daily routine critically important? Because you can get the information and you can use it once or twice or for 30 days, but if you don't use it every single day for a long period of time, it doesn't become a habit. You don't create those neural pathways, right? You don't create those neurological connections that you need to turn it into a long-term skill, to turn it into a habit. Does this make sense? So you have to have a daily routine, something that you're repeating over and over that's helping you improve the way you think. There's another element. There's the psychology, changing the way you think so you're not anticipating. I know I'm going to get stuck and I'm going to stuck. We want to wipe that out. We want to change that. And physically, the way you speak. Okay, maybe I need to slow my speech down. Maybe I need to inflect my voice a little more and not just speak monotone. Right, maybe I need to articulate better. Those are all three very specific skills and techniques that excellent speakers use, right? And that you and I should be using as well. So you want to make sure that this is built into the daily routine that you use so that you develop these skills on a regular basis, that you use them over and over every single day until they become second nature, where you're not thinking about it anymore. So the goal here is for you to make sure that you have a systematic process that addresses both the psychology and physiology of stuttering and speech, and that you have a daily routine that you can just plug into and follow every single day until you don't need to anymore, until it becomes second nature. Okay? So those are two of the most important characteristics or criteria. One is that someone who's experienced it before, right? That's not 100% absolutely necessary, but it helps a lot, believe me. Number two, they have a proven system with a daily routine. And then a third criteria is accountability. So some of you can take a self-study and that can work for you, right? Others of you may discover that you need greater accountability. So what do you want to do? You want to make sure that you pick a program where you're going to get enough accountability to kind of hold you in a container until the skills that you're learning start to become automatic. So in other words, this program, this treatment should be teaching you to become your own speech coach so that you're not reliant upon them for the rest of your life, right? You go through their program for a certain amount of time and then you know what to do yourself. Right. So when you go through my program, I'm equipping you to be your own speech coach so you can continue to improve your speech into the distant future, right? Improve your speech, not just get to the place where you're not stuttering, but where you actually are becoming an excellent speaker. Does this make sense? So you want to make sure the accountability is there. Because, what did I say before? The information is out there. You can do that on your own. You can go research and you can just do it on your own. But often what my clients have told me is that they did it on their own, then they got busy with work and family and school, or they got frustrated because they didn't see the results they were looking for, so they stopped. You need someone to keep you accountable, to give you a different perspective, to say, hey, yeah, I know you're not seeing results now, but keep doing this and you will see results. And then you keep doing it, you say, aha, I'm starting to see results. But many people would have quit if they didn't have the accountability. Accountability, right? So you want to make sure you're working with someone who has experience, who has personal insight, right? You want to make sure they have a systematic approach and a daily routine. And you want to make sure that You're working with someone that's going to hold you accountable, okay? Those are the three basic criteria. So I gave you an extra one. Hopefully this is helpful. Use this to select not just me, but anyone that you're looking at, right? I'm not just trying to sell you my program or my service. Use this criteria for every program that you look at. I hope that this has been helpful. My name is Michael Williams. Should you have any questions about the Pro 90D speech system, please feel free to go ahead and click any of the links below and contact me, okay? Look forward to working with you or seeing you soon.